Hi everyone and welcome back to the AI Limit 100% walkthrough. We're starting in the flooded street. So the first thing you want to do is go over this way. I should add this section is pretty difficult, so don't be discouraged if you die a little bit. So these guys, it's really important just to get on them. It takes 3 great sword hits to kill them. Just get on them and finish them off quick. Alright, and there's one here. As long as you rush them, you can usually just, land the hits and be done. Alright, now there's one of those whirly guys we fought, in the first level. Oh god. Okay. Really hard enemy. But he actually doesn't respawn. So my suggestion here, this section is, like, for normal people is really hard. And you want to kind of lock in some crystals, so my suggestion is to do this part. So first thing we want to do here is go this way and take on this guy. Oh, the way he leaps back. We've got a fly shooting at us. These guys are so annoying. We're going to get the other one. Okay. And now we want to go in here and get the loot that was in here. So remember that woman we gave the Osprey badge to? It looks like she actually wanted her husband to die, set him up, so she wants to be with this other guy, but he's converted to the church,
Our relationship is utterly meaningless. Only
and he leaves her, and now she kills herself, presumably. And you'll even find him over, he's praying over on the other side of this level, so we'll actually see him in just a second. Okay, so now we can go. You can actually hit these things through the glass. Kind of funny. This actually is the first mention of Prometheus the son, Aether's the father. Kind of getting into church doctrine. Now this guy might leap up. Probably will leap up when you come to get this loot. If he doesn't, we can drop down and take him out. And now from here, this is a good point to just go back to the branch and lock in what you did. Now I can even just... Okay, so now should be able to not aggro that guy. Might be able to not aggro this guy. This is why this is a pretty good run back after you've done that loop. And even if you do aggro that guy, you just come down and he's gone. Okay. So the reason I did that is this next part's really, really hard. It's really easy to die. So what you're wanting to do is, like, you need to aggro one of these without aggroing the others. Okay. Oh god. You can see that you can kind of spam parry as long as you're willing to take the sync rate hit. The issue is that you get the piercing buildup. Alright, with him dead. You can see how hard this level actually is. It's a very, very challenging level. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. Left first. Okay. Okay, with all of those dead. Got all the loot, I want to say. Okay. Do a mud ball. And here's the guy.
What a fool. The truth.
So he's talking about her when he says what a fool, right? Because he converted and she didn't. He decided he's going to go to Elysium. Alright. So the next part is in here. This is going to be a challenge. So we have to fight a pretty tough enemy, a blader enemy. Oh, we also haven't done that part yet, so we'll have to do that. Alright, so here's the blader. This guy's pretty tough. God. The issue is that he could just, even when you think you've got him like there, he could just like surprise. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those guys. So now we can go this way.
Why are you all still standing here? Run away now!
We're staying here to help you, boss.
No! You'll only get in my way. That monster is too dangerous for you. I'll hold them off. Just run!
Gets his harsh voice. I really thought I had him after. Those 2 hits, and then it had like 0 health left. Single relay would hit upstairs and destroyed again. So they're trying to spy on the church, or they're saying the church is spying on them. Intrigue. Alright, so we're here, we can get this. Okay. This is a little harder because I'm not upgrading my weapon to level 6 because I want to upgrade the next weapon we get in the next episode or two to level 6. So now this gets us the hideout key, which is the door that was back the hotel corridor in the previous level. Then we can actually roll down to here and then get this loot that was up top. And then of course this is where we cleared out the 3 necros. So we've just got like a little bit more to do. So here there's 2 of these. And then there's a second one right here. Again, if you kind of rush these, get on top of them, you'll kill them in 3 hits. Alright, there's that big guy. Then there's also a guy over here we didn't kill yet. Let's see, we went in there. Was it over here? Oh no, I guess it's further right. So it's like up here. Yeah, there it is. And then I would recommend a pure crystal. Okay. So I remember if there was a second fly. Get that piercing. There it is. You can see this is a big step up this level. Now we gotta fight this big thing. You want to have 2 weapon skills for that. It's beefy. Okay. Alright, and then this part over here is a bunch of flies, which I would recommend just like kind of picking them off with railgun. This is just a really tricky area because you have these flies, and this is a big one. Yeah, they're shooting at you, and then you're trying to take them out, but you're dealing with all of this nonsense with the spikes that'll get you. It's very easy to die here deceptively. Like, it doesn't... You look at it, you're like, this really shouldn't be that hard, and then you get killed. So yeah, that's why you saw me do that very, very cautiously. Okay, and I can see the thorny headgear. And now we are ready to move forward. This talks about Ethereum technology. So That's clearly related to Aether the Father and the Church, right? So then we want to go ahead and get this piece on the bridge. Whoops. Always run the wrong way there. Alright, here's the branch. Before we do that though, we're going to run over here. You want to get the rabbit ears and rabbit set, and if you didn't get the deluxe edition, you'll need to buy the possum size as well. And then we're going to sell some stuff. Just make sure we have enough to level. Repair our branch. Continue to level life. Oh, we're actually, let's see how much we could get from, not enough, okay. So we're gonna do a quick little loop to unlock a shortcut and unlock our spell purchase. So you wanna go around this way. Talking about AI. You gotta make this jump. See if they drop something. They did. And go over here. We are being shot at from mages on the other side, but we don't care about them. And look, here's this person again.
Here for some treasure hunt in the chaos, too?
Treasure hunt?
Quit playing dumb. You gotta know this used to be the liveliest street in the old world, right? Loads of high-tech gadgets in the ruins. The Hubert School's been buying them at crazy prices. They reckon if they dig deep enough, they might uncover what brought down the old world. They might even uncover the church and Necros' origins. What a laugh. But those dumbass fishermen had this place occupied all the time. Those morons. They sold treasure like scraps. Good thing Necros invaded and scared them all off. High stakes, high rewards. As long as I can get out of this dump in one piece.
So now what you can do is if you go over here, you can see you can fall. You can see there's a person down there. We can fall again. There's a door to open. And it goes right back to the branch. This path over here, if you look, a succinct, it says succinct and then just gives us like a novel here. Some more stuff about Ethereum and the invention of AI. So this leads to an optional area called the Withered Forest. So we are going to do that, but we're going to do that next, after we finish the Flooded Street. So we're going to fully finish the Flooded Street first.
Didn't expect to see.
But you can do it in either order.
Hasn't she given up already? She? Asteria. You know her. Are you a blader too?
I don't look like one, huh? Or is this your first encounter with another blader? Right, you were only born recently after all. Well, let's do the introductions then. I'm Malaire.
Malaire.
Arissa.
So you're here looking for branches?
Yes.
It's been over a century since the first blader was created. And that stupid tree still hasn't grown.
Tree.
Wow, you really don't know about the tree? She didn't tell you a thing, huh? Look, you've been running around restoring branches, all to help the tree grow and become complete. The branches are just a way to gather nutrients for the tree.
The tree.
It's pretty ridiculous, don't you think? You have no clue about the tree or how many more branches you need to restore. You're just blindly wandering around for some weird task imposed on you. What if the tree doesn't even exist? What if it's been a scam from the start?
A scam? But why?
Because Seed, the organization behind Asteria, wants us to fulfill their purpose.
What purpose?
Well, that's something we're not supposed to know. If you want to keep searching for branches, go ahead. But since they don't even care about us, why don't we do something more interesting? Like this, for example.
A spell fragment.
This is one of the few exciting things you can find in this city. Thanks to them, my life hasn't been too dull.
Exciting things?
If it weren't for spells, who would have thought that contaminants like mud could hold such immense energy? So immense that it changes everything. Once you have grasped the origin and rules of these spells, you will gain unfathomable power. And that's just scratching the surface.
Unfathomable power.
Interested? Huh?
Yeah, Arista likes the
Aside
sound of
from
that.
getting spells from the church, you can find them from those necros. Those spells grant them extraordinary abilities and even shape their entities. When their bodies break down, they sometimes leave intact spell fragments or nuclei. Help me collect those things, and I'll teach you the deciphered spells. What do you say?
I see.
Cheer up. You'll find it fun soon enough.
So, this is a way to buy pure crystal. You can trade adaptive fragments of pure crystal for the portable stuff. And then there are also new things to buy, like, for example, you can get the Seal of the Investigator, which is a spellcaster seal. And you notice that spells don't cost sync rate at max, which lets you get off 2 spells at max sync rate. There's actually a spell called Minimum Pain that actually costs 100% sync rate and does a huge amount of damage, and with this thing you can cast it twice, so you can make an entire build around that spell. So spirit users, this is your seal. And then we also have ignition and electrification spells that let you buff your weapon without having to use these portable things. So those are nice and motivate us to get our spirit to 15, so we're going to be doing that pretty soon so that we can buy these as we get more of the adaptive fragments.
Don't forget about our deal.
And we can come back to her really easily because we opened this door, and here's the branch, you know, just right here. So our next step, because we got the hideout key, is to go do that. I wanted to see if we could actually take this up. We need one more tiny resonance. I think eventually you can buy tiny resonance from her too. And then I wanted to see like what... like I have fire defense, which isn't that interesting. And we now have a bunch of different things. Like at least right now, piercing resistance is pretty nice. 1% sync rate seems really kind of low, but maybe it adds up. I think I like conversion plus 10 over fire defense. We're very tanky oriented right now in terms of what I've done. So the place you want to go now to get to the that hideout is over here in the hotel corridor. Actually, I meant to see. I don't think we can level, but okay. So from here, you want to go downstairs. This is where the sniper was. He shouldn't see us though, as long as you stay back. We want to head in here. And now we can open this up. We're going to get ourselves the fisherman suit.
Come on, Rosa. Join us.
Joining you only means seizing territory, robbing people.
You said you'd lead us to dominate.
Look at all those crystals we're getting from the blader downstairs is killing necros.
Well, an endless cycle of war. I'm exhausted. Just go away.
Look at that. I think we got like 500 crystals there. I actually, it feels like a way to like, look at this. We're getting so many crystals. You could just stand here, respawn over and over, and gain that stuff. Alright, so there's a blader in the middle. Oh, I didn't even notice how injured we were. Okay. And this actually gets you the Blader Greatsword, which we already have. But if you started with a different starter weapon, you would need to get this. So now we have two, and we can actually sell this one that we got, because it's not enhanced. Alright, and then like here... I'm curious now, like... We literally gained like 500 crystals from that. Alright, we can upgrade. So that puts us at 24. And now we want to teleport back to High Street, where we'll keep going. It's long loading screens. Alright, so now we can go up, and we're going to go the other way, not the way where we found Malaire. This actually looks like a gathering of pilgrims, but it doesn't count as far as the Orbel. Get a lightning bolt spell. You always can dodge. Oh, I don't want to like... I don't want to fall down there yet. We are going to go down there in just a second, but there are some big enemies down there. So the way down there is here. So I want to go up and into here.
It's even taller than a building.
So she's talking
Is that
about...
also a necro?
You can see that giant thing there. Is that really all that was here? Yeah. And they had nearly killed each other even. Yeah, the church and the Necros are all fighting in this area, which you can kind of take advantage of. It's actually pretty quick to get to the boss of this area from here. We've kind of done the hard part. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I've like totally just jinxed things. Oh yeah, there are two of them here, so you want to watch out for that. Oh, whipped that. Okay. Might be able to get a... Get that piercing going. I thought there was loot there. There's a dead church thing. Alright. So we can go over here. And now we have one of these things to fight. These things do piercing. Oh my god. Oh, that was surprising amount of damage there. We got the Void Beast still. Oh, I call him Void Beast, but he's really... I don't know, I need a name for that thing. Wonder if we can get a plunge on him. Oh yeah, and you want to get this fly. Because he shoots you while you're trying to fight the Void Beast. Oh, unfortunate. Oh my god. The fact that this thing has like 1 health left. We got the piercing proc on it. Getting more and more luminous diamond. Remember, just be aggressive with the flies. Or flying fish? I don't know, what do you call it? And this is the way forward. And all these enemies are going to be fighting each other if you wait long enough. So yeah, you want to have some patience here. Now my recommendation here is while they're all fighting, you want to go get these tiny... These guys will just mess you up while you're trying to fight the others. And they're kind of off by themselves. Okay. Okay, so somebody's mad at us. Actually, I think that was coincidence. Oh. That is ridiculous that this thing's on us. Come on. That thing has a lot of health left. So now we want... Oh, this guy seems bugged. Okay. Let's see if they'll... I want to see if they'll get on the other guy. Oh, we're kind of in trouble here because of this bugginess. Because so this thing summons these ads. Yeah, we're in trouble. I don't think I can fight this. Oh good, there we go. Oh, we got shattered. Okay. Okay, he should want to take on the flies. Man, that's the longest that's ever taken me, but you have to be really conservative there or you'll just get creamed. You can see there's some dead ones. Just huge fight. That would have gone faster if that guy hadn't bugged out. Okay. should see Vicus up here. Oh. Why is he not here? Okay, we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to figure that out. So we've screwed something up with his quest line. I always just barely make it to this branch. I don't know, I guess I'm just bad. There's a second one that you can kill, but first we're gonna get the Jade form. And before we fight this guy, I'm gonna try to figure out what went wrong with Vicus. Maybe we didn't finish the dialogue back in Top Apron.
It's a pleasure to meet you again, Seeker of the Branch. Now that you have discovered this message, you must be in the depths of Heavenswell.
Asteria.
As you're aware, the Church and the Necros are the dominant forces in Heavenswell, possessing power that surpasses that of humans. However, they are not undefeatable to Bladers. If they stand in your way, don't hold back. Use all your strength to defeat them. May the branch guide your path.
Gives you Jade form. Alright, so the boss is in there, so before we do that we're gonna level up, and then we're gonna go back, because you don't see Vicus except, you see him, yeah, he should have moved here after Top Apron. Hang on, let's upgrade first. And then, teleport. I feel like we missed something talking to him. Or maybe he doesn't move here until you see him in the Withered Forest. I normally do the Withered Forest first, but I was trying to be self-contained and do all of the Flooded Street. I know he's gone. Okay. You're supposed to have the option to give him mud balls. Let's see if he's moved there now. I wonder if he can go down the middle and, I guess you gotta fight one of them. Get that piercing on them, they just melt. So I'm just checking to see if he moved. Well, now I'm concerned, because he's supposed to be sitting here. Maybe I'm mixing this up with another location that he sits. I might be mixing things up here. We will, we can recheck that. I'll make sure that nothing gets messed up here. Now, in terms of enhancement, can't do that. We're not going to do that yet, because we need to hold on to those diamonds for our weapon we're going to switch to. You feel free to use them if you like this weapon and want to stick with it. Alright, so in terms of preparing for this boss, you know, you were given that Jade form thing. If we go over to conversion, if you look at what Jade form is, it's like a bunch of defense, which is really nice for this boss. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is this boss is going to be really hard. You're very unlikely to one-shot it. So you either want to try to get... you either want to see if you can get to a level, and if you can't get to a level, I would actually, before doing this boss, recommend banking your crystals. So the basic idea is you buy an actual good from a vending machine, for example, and it'll get marked up, right? Like you're going to lose about 10% of your crystals that way, but that's better than losing 25% dying, and then they're just safe, and you can list. So I'm going to first see if I can get to a level, and if I can't, that's what I'm going to do. We can actually get to a level, though. I think we're going to be, like, perfect here.
May your journey be smooth.
We're gonna actually start upgrading Spirit. And then I'm gonna spend literally all my crystals on mud balls. So now you look, we have no crystals left. So now we can just die. It's, you know, now it's safe. We can just die over and over on this boss if we have to. And then for equipment, you want good physical and good electricity protection. So that's either the White Sparrow's coat or rabbit set. And then for the headgear, I would recommend the rabbit hat, rabbit ears, because they have electricity. Because this next boss is like a big church knight, cleansing knight, and it's just all electricity damage. Alright. You have really good parry opportunities on this guy with he does a shield charge and a sword charge. Both of those are good for parrying. So I think we're fully prepped, so we can go in and I'll show you a kill of this. Alright, here we go. This boss is a big step up over any previous ones that you fought. He's just really mobile, really damaging. When he does this, just back away, and then you can come back in. I'm gonna heal. When he does this, equip your shield. Wait for him to leap into the air. And then hold your shield down. And then you won't take much damage. You can parry that. Oh my god. Actually that hit him, didn't it? You can kind of stagger. Oh, right at the end. Come on. There we go. That's back the way we came. It's easy to get really turned around in here. That gets you the Cleansing Knight's Nucleus. And we have the branch here. When your performance we last observed, it's splitting. So, talking about AI. There's another branch down here, so it's going to get us to that. And then to show what's in here, we finally have the person that sells us our boss stuff.
Power output was a bit too high. Well, sorry about the embarrassment. I'm Adrenaline. I'm a scholar and, well, the doctor of this.
This is Shirley's grandpa.
This is my assistant.
Or who she calls grandpa.
Greetings, stranger. I'm Assis.
A doctor?
While everyone calls me that, I don't really treat people. I just replace prosthetics for those who have lost their arms or legs. I wonder if you are. Oh, wait. Can't believe I've met two bladers in one day. So, what's her name?
Arissa.
Orissa. A nice name indeed.
What are you doing here?
Well, just working on a simple barrier generator.
And a makeshift one.
Shut up, you pesky brat. You must have run into hordes of Necros on your way here, right? They not only prey humans, but also cause trouble for the church. Normally, a knight rank guard would be enough to handle those lesser Necros. But some bastard defeated that knight.
I did it.
So it was you, you nasty... That's why I came all the way here to work on this stuff.
What does a barrier generator do?
Well, in theory, it interferes with the Necro's cognitive abilities, preventing them from sensing this area.
In theory.
Why would you do that?
Many of my clients live in this parish. I'd lose a fortune if they were all killed by the Necros. But things will change once I build the weapon designed for wiping out Necros. I should never have added such an annoying function in you. You managed to take out that knight. Maybe you'll be interested in making a deal with me.
A deal?
Oh, no, not that kind of deal. Look, I'm investigating the powers behind the church and the Necros.
The powers behind them?
Exactly. Those things don't just appear out of nowhere. They're cutting-edge techniques and those spells. There must be powerful entities behind them. I want to uncover the truth. That's why I need your help. And don't worry, I'll reward you generously. I've mastered some of their techniques over the years. With them, you'll become stronger. Consider this a deposit and a gesture of goodwill.
Ah, you're so stingy.
What do you need me to do?
If there are other powers behind the guards and the Necros, there must be evidence of communication. I've analyzed a lot of their wreckage and found spell fragments. However, I hardly got anything useful from those lesser units. You're carrying that knight's crystal nucleus, right? Please let us analyze it.
Wow. This totally outshines the doctor's work for H's.
Well, that's just... great. I need the nuclei from advanced units. To be more specific, I only need the information from those nuclei. As for the nuclei themselves, Assis will turn them into something more useful. Just give me a second.
So now you can trade in for stuff. So first just buy the monitor hood. That's just a helmet. And then here are weapons that you give up the nuclei for. They're really good. Reaper's is really great. Scrap Lance is really great. Knight's Lance is good. I mean, they're all good weapons.
How's that? Not bad, huh? If you come across
We're planning on going dual blades, and I might eventually get the Reapers, but
I'll be relying on you.
the one we're gonna go with is just the corrupted
See
bladers.
you next time.
Corrupted dual blades, essentially.
Greetings, stranger.
So now he's got this stuff. So yeah, I mean, Reapers are great, but we want the stagger ability and hyper armor of the corrupted blader swords for clearing levels fast for a walkthrough. So yeah, I just wanted to show that because in case you wanted to make a switch and pick up some of those weapons, you have that option. And we're going to actually do the optional side area, the Poison Swamp. It's called the Withered Forest. We're going to do that first. I'm going to get Spirit up to 15 so we're able to buff our weapon. And then we'll go back to buffing life. You can look at the map. You can see the underground parish is filled in. And now where you want to go to like continue everything is back to High Street, because that's where we had the fork. And then you can go out the shortcut door here where Miller is, and then down those escalator, and that's the path that's going to take us to the Withered Forest. And just to show,
What do you want to learn?
we are actually able to like buy these. We got a bunch of fragments. We're going to start with getting this, just because you do need to own all main seals for the trophy. So, and then I think
Forget about our...
the other thing I'll do is, and this is where we'll pick up next episode, but just right here at the end I'm going to teleport back to the temporary campsite. We're going to turn in the, or sorry, we're going to buy the weapon off of the merchant, because there's one more weapon we needed to get. And yeah, there's going to be a situation where you have a nucleus that you can trade in for two things that you both need for the trophy, and that's why you have to do a second playthrough. There's just no safe scumming you can do to get around it. You just plain have to play the game through a little bit again, at least until you get all the spells and weapons.
You again. I feel...
So we want this.
Swing by again sometime.
Can't remember if we had a soil or not. Let's check real quick. I don't think we did.
You're back. Now please, get some rest.
So that's what he says. And now we can put back on our normal stuff. I kind of like the blader armor. Alright. We will begin from High Street. And that's the end of this episode, because the flooded street is complete. Next episode, we go into this game's poison swamp. The Withered Forest.